Good evening, folks. I hope all are doing well. And I also hope that you could learn a bit from yesterday's session. And if not, if something was not clear, you can put your questions now. Also, for those who couldn't attend at yesterday's session, we will put the recording. And those who aren't pretty clear about what happened in the session, they can go through the resources document that we have shared. Okay. Before we begin, let's just have a quick vibe check. Uh, how do you people feel today? Just as yesterday, you can scan the QR code and put your rating there. I also put the link in the chat box through which you can access the poll. Great. A couple of people are feeling 9 on 10. Amazing. All right. Meanwhile, those who have some questions from yesterday can put them here. And yesterday, I couldn't like it somehow skipped that I didn't complete the explanation for rule of three. Basically, rule of three is a prevalent rule in all kinds of art. We use it in design, we use it in photography. In photography, rule of three, as some of you might know, that we leave one third space, and also we try to put the symmetry using the grid lines in 3:1 ratio. You can try it yourself. If you want to picture a bottle, put the bottle on a table and with your phone, try to picture it uh, like putting the bottle somewhere in the center and try to picture it with grid lines with the bottle on one of the vertical grid line. You will understand how rule of three works in adding aesthetics to your photo. But in a different context, when it comes to presentations, we use rule of three uh, in the way that we have, suppose, up to three concepts in the presentation. In the presentation, if we have more than three concepts, the audience may feel that it is unclear. That's the first part. The other thing is having three concepts. It becomes easy to structure the presentation, and there are a couple of other benefits by using the rule of three in presentations. Also, in design, they use rule of three for getting the symmetry and all this stuff. Ashutosh, please, you have something to ask?
Yes, I want to know that how to add a different design in a single PPT. Can I add one or more design in a single PPT?
What do you mean by design? Is it font?
No, no, not layout. I want to
Okay.
ask that different kinds of design
Design
in
in
a
the
single.
sense, are you asking about the font or text? What are you asking about?
No, I'm just asking about that. There are some designs in the PPT. I want to add different designs. If I add
You mean
uh,
template, animation? Can you be a bit more specific in design? Are you talking about the template?
no, second. Uh,
Um,
like this is a design, and
okay,
I want to add a different design in this PPT. Means
okay,
if we add this design, if
okay.
we
Got you, got you. We call it the
add,
template of the PPT.
yes, yes,
Okay. So, as such, by default, people try to use the same design, the same template, uh, because it will kind of have a continuity in the whole presentation. But if you are thinking to have more than one template for your slides, then one way is make two different presentations and merge them. It's possible. Uh, the other way is that you can go to an individual slide and get that template to that individual slide. And when you get the option that you should apply this template to all the slides, you can opt it out. I guess I don't know whether
I got,
it works in slides or not. I'll just check
I got.
for you. Okay, you got it. Okay. Um no, I think in slides there is only single theme. Here it's called theme, otherwise template. If you change the theme for a slide, all the slides will change. If you want to have two or more themes, you need to make different presentations and merge them together. Okay, Asutosh,
Okay, thank you.
is it clear?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Any other questions? I guess someone asked about shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts in the group. Uh, we will cover that today. Any other questions? Okay, perfect. We'll take any more questions in the coming time. Meanwhile, let's move on to today's part, in which I thought of discussing some corrections from one of our peers made slide, and also get some suggestions and ideas from a presentation made by Elon Musk. So, how many of you know Elon Musk? I don't know whether it's the correct pronunciation or not. You can raise your hands. Great. Many people know. Yeah. So, Elon Musk has been a very influential person through the last decade at least. So this was his case on carbon tax. He wanted to put something called carbon tax, and let's see how he presented his idea. I hope all of you are with me. For a while, Kshitij, you can let them speak.
Okay.
I'll give you a brief run through throughout the slides. Don't go much into the text and data. Just go through the design, how he designed it, and how he presented the idea. And then we will discuss it thoroughly. Okay, this is the end of it. Now, can someone volunteer to just point out one thing they found very interesting about this presentation?
Very less amount of text is there. I mean, there is nothing, no like explanation is there. Only the basic headlines are there, and the explanation
Yeah,
might be
Pratham,
given by
you are right.
Ella.
Also, it is visually very rich.
It's
We
Tushar
get
Abhishek, right?
to we get to the point in one glance of the PPT.
Yeah, Shivansh Karanwal. Okay, cool. And then,
He used that question mark very beautifully. Like, firstly, he put that question mark between that.
Sanidhya Taparia. Is it Sanidhya speaking?
Yes, yes, bhaiya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am saying that he first put it that question mark between that sustainability
Mm,
and then he wrote ASAP. So he used that beautifully.
yeah, yeah.
He also used the
Good.
color scheme really nice. Like the whole thing is very grayscale, and whenever the positive points come up, the colors are there. So that
Yeah,
emphasis is that
great
point.
observation. Yeah. Any
The
others?
rule of three was there. Like different type of slides were multiple type of slides were not used.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. More things? Anyone else? There are, I think there would be some more things to be. Deepak Kumar, do you want to say something?
Simple and to the point.
Okay, it's simple.
He used the font colors very well. Like in this slide only, which is presenting, the can word is highlighted, like
Yeah,
what we can do. So
yeah,
he
yeah.
used that to emphasize more.
Yep.
Rather than using different styles of font styles, he used simple font style, but used the colors to highlight the main words.
Yeah, perfect. Let's get back again.
The text is very, and he has used nice background and used it very graphs and charts and all very
Yeah,
precisely.
yeah. Also, a bit on the presentation side, like the structuring side. First of all, he discussed the present, like how things are right now, and then he came to the goal, what can be done, and then he talked about the problem, what's the problem, and in the end, he came to the solution. But the most beautiful thing about all presentations done by great people is that they end their presentations with a takeaway, what you can do. And generally, again, they use the rule of three here, that they put three things that you can do. Rule of three is a very prevalent rule, which is used a lot of times and in a lot of places in different contexts. You can learn about it more on with a simple Google search. Also, if you have like attended this presentation, he wanted to make a point about the garbage tax. There was something called garbage tax, and he wanted to equate carbon tax with garbage tax. So he used a special picture regarding the garbage to emphasize more on it. So to summarize this again, it was more of what we like what some of the tips that we discussed yesterday. Oops, just a moment. Okay. Just what we discussed yesterday. Put the text to minimum. Remove text as much as possible, unless you are making it for some like teaching purposes or educational purposes. If you are uploading this presentation to SlideShare, where you won't be there to demonstrate, so all the text must be there. So if the slides are going to be along with the speaker, then the text must be minimal. Whereas if there won't be any speaker, then the slides can have text. But still, the text must be minimal again, as minimum as possible. You can see instead of explaining a certain thing, he used 3 slides to show how extra is adding up and it is being seen as the same thing. And he used a lot of graphs, he used a lot of data here to make his point. When you are just speaking something, there won't be much weight on it. Whereas if you put data, if you show some graphs, it becomes a lot more authentic, and there would be a lot more weight to your word. And he used pictures wherever needed. And one thing about pictures is that you must use the best quality possible. So this was the presentation from Elon Musk. Now, yesterday we shared a Google form to get some presentations from your side, which you might have done in any point of time in the past years. So we are thankful to one of the peers who shared this presentation, and I guess he made it while he was a kid or something. So we are not here to judge the mistakes he made. We are just here to improve the things to the better. So this is a very small presentation of just 5 slides. Let's go through it, and I'll get the corrections from you. What all things can be made better. So look at these carefully and be ready with your improvements. Okay, that's the end of the presentation. Now, who's up with improvements? We'll go from person to person. Aditya, you want to say something? Okay.
फर्स्ट स्लाइड में कलर कॉन्ट्रास्ट और होना चाहिए.
Yeah, perfect. 1 point. Yeah. Amar Singh?
Yes, sir. The picture quality there in the first slide and the heading is not like not like good thing. I mean, it should
Okay.
be a better way to write
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Got your point. Arunabh Gupta?
The font size of the titles is not really readable. The font size could have been better, right?
It's not legible. Yeah. Nitish Kumar?
Same headlines. The headings are not that good. Font
All
style.
right. Yeah. Shubhi?
The alignment is off, like for the text and for the pictures as well. If you see Chandrasekhar Azad, the pictures are just off of a perfect grid.
Yeah. Aditya Kulkarni?
According to me, the less number of facts should be presented on one page. Like
Okay.
very much theory has been just written on one slide. It can be splitted up.
Yeah, it can be split into multiple slides. Yeah.
Yes.
Pradam Mittal?
Yes, sir. The first thing that he told that on one slide there is too much text, and the handwriting, the font style of that, like Jawaharlal Nehru or that should be more simpler and more like it should be more readable.
Yeah.
Like it is a little bit less readable like that.
Yeah.
And that the same thing that in the first slide the color the text which is written is too much, and that too it is like it should be more highlightable. It is color contrast is very not so good.
Perfect. Vivek, you want to say something? Vivek Kumar Arya.
Yeah, actually, I am saying that there is there is no sense of using a 3 picture of a single person, so we can decrease the photos.
And
Yeah.
we can also improve the font style.
Yeah.
And text is too much, we can decrease that.
Pradham Mittal, you have already told. Vagdoda Pritesh, Hanji Bhai. Pritesh.
At last, he mentioned thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Divyansh, you want to say something?
Actually, the layout of the page is not good very much. Like it is not understandable, like where the content is and which picture it is associated to. You have to little bit focus more.
Yep.
Not attention grabbing.
Vikas Kumar. All right. Vinisha.
Okay, I don't know if it's correct, but maybe the color of the slide black, I oppose it. Like he could have used any other color to, because it's about leaders. Maybe he could have used any other color. I don't know if it's correct.
Okay. Are you from Tamil Nadu?
Yeah.
Okay. I think people there find black inauspicious. Is it so?
No. I'm not into that. I'm not into that.
No, just joking.
But
Anyway.
just okay.
Okay. Yeah, black can be used depending on the setting you are presenting these slides. And actually, it's not black. He used some theme which is very much black. Like it's actually some shades of gray. So now let's make it better. I'll also tell you a few keyboard shortcuts right now. So those who are interested can make note of it. So now I am on the second slide. I want to duplicate this slide. So the keyboard shortcut that I use is Control D, and I get a duplicate slide of the same thing. Now what I want to first of all do is I'll remove the Mughal part. Okay. And then I want these things to be larger, more legible. So what I can do is the keyboard shortcut to increase the font size is Control, Shift, and full stop, which is like Control and greater than. That will increase your font size. Control plus less than is smaller size. Less than you will get by pressing shift and comma, whereas you get greater than by shift and full stop. Okay. Now it's generally preferred to have the text on the left and the images to the right. That's just because in English we go from left to right. Okay. Now we will change the font for the heading. It's not legible. It's not a font you'll use for headings at least. It's always suggested to use the standard fonts rather than going for unorthodox ones, at least in formal presentations. Okay. Does it look better? Can someone tell whether it looks better or not?
Yes, sir.
much better, I guess. We can make it even
Yes,
better. Let's change the theme.
You can write the text in pointed form rather than being it in paragraph.
Yeah, we can prefer bulleted text rather than paragraphs. Okay, let's try this theme.
Yes.
Excuse me. Pardon me, I didn't get you what was said in the last. Okay. Similarly, we can work on all the slides. I don't think it's needed now. But for this, what can be done? We can have a slide called introduction. And to put in a new slide, the shortcut is Control plus M. So I get a new slide here, and I put off all the text into introduction. Here is another shortcut. Now I just for copying we use Control plus C. For cutting we use Control plus X, right? I hope some of you might be knowing. And when you are pasting, if you just use Control plus V, it gets pasted in the same format, with the same font size and with the same font colors, with the same font style. Whereas if you want to paste in the current formatting, then the thing you need to use is Control Shift V. You see, the format has changed and it has come to the current format. That's the difference between Control V and Control Shift V. Also, if you want to just copy the format without the text, then you can use Control Alt V. This we do very rarely, but if at all you have to use it, it's Control plus Alt plus V. Okay. Now what should we do with the picture? The picture is of quite low quality. So what we can do is decrease its transparency. I mean, increase its transparency, decrease its opacity. We have that option here. We can go to format options and you will find, where will you find it? Okay, here it is. In adjustments, you can increase the transparency. And since the background is orange, we are getting an orange tone to the image. If you want the background to be white or something else, you can change it. You can change it again. Here we can put the date and time or so. Okay, now let's present this and see how better it is. About the rulers of medieval period, introduction, and Chola Empire. We didn't make corrections for the others. We can do if needed. And in the end, we can put a thank you slide. That will make it better, as someone suggested. For thank you slide, a special theme can be selected. A special layout can be selected. Here, you will put thank you. And one presentation tip is that in whichever presentation you are making, try to have one quote by some famous person. It will leave some impact on the audience. One favorite quote I use is, "You may not become whatever you want, but you can become whatever you are."
Bhaiya, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, about the quotation you have written, it has to be written in the thank you slide, or we can write in the introduction also. Below the intro.
Depends on the context. If you have something like, I just added this out of like out of showing some way to put the quote, but you can put it in between. Like wherever the context comes, you can put it there.
Okay.
Okay.
बेचारे ने अच्छी पीडीएफ बना के दी थी, बिगाड़ दी उसे.
Okay, who's speaking? Shivam Gupta. Okay. Do you people found out some things where how we can improve our presentations? Rishav Mishra, Rishav Shailesh.
I have a question that how can we exchange the slides, like if we put a fifth slide on the fourth number and fourth on the fifth, like this?
Okay, just hold this, like click on it and hold it and just move it up. It's moved. Got it?
Yes.
It's the same way in Microsoft PowerPoint also. And another way to like select couple of things, like multiple things at a time, is to drag away and select all this stuff. Like you just hold the cursor somewhere, click there and drag it, and you will select all the things that are in that region. I hold it, drag it, and I can put all those together. Yeah, please. Are there more questions? Yeah.
When I change my font, then there are some headlines in the between the font. How can we remove this?
I'm not getting. Just a moment. I'll highlight you.
Liberalization, India's tax.
Just a moment. Yeah. Okay. That is because you have some spelling mistakes. In India, you must capitalize I always because it's a country.
Okay.
And liberalization, I think the spelling is wrong. That's not because you have changed the font. That's because of the spelling. If you correct the spelling, that red line will go off. Okay. And yesterday I told that Google Slides is a great way to collaborate. So to collaborate, you must click this share button up on the right top corner. And there are two ways to share. You can put anyone's mail ID, or you can get a link to share. And while you are sharing through a link, you will have the options to give edit access, give view access, or comment access, and all this stuff. Same while sharing through mail ID also, you will have the option to give the other person edit access, comment access, or view access. All right. Any more questions? These are a big list of keyboard shortcuts. I have shared it in the PDF that we shared in the evening. So you can find the link there. But this is the standard shortcuts provided by Google Docs. There are a lot of shortcuts. We need not remember all of them. We just need to remember a few which we use frequently so that we can work smartly. Okay, guys, any more questions? Something you want to know more from me?
Bhaiya, what should be the ratio of pictures to text in a particular slide? How many pictures we should put ideally?
There are a few paradigms for this. One thing is if you are making a big presentation, like for a big audience, then they suggest that keep pictures and for like text disjoint, like have pictures in one slide and then go to the text in the other slide and reduce the text to the minimum. Whereas if you are having you are teaching somewhere, then you may need to have a diagram along with the text. So then anyway, we can't judge a ratio, but the general suggestion is that don't go for more than 8 lines of text. I mean 8 sentences of text. You got it, Arunab?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Also, yesterday I told that MS PowerPoint has more advanced features than Google Slides. Yeah, there are many. You can find out things like, in PowerPoint, there is this option to design your photos in a pattern. Like, you can arrange the photos. If you have 4 photos, then by choosing the arrangement, the pictures will get into an arrangement. You need to select all the pictures and choose the arrangement. These things you can go and try out yourself. Anyway, these aren't very much useful in context of an engineering student. But when you raise to management positions or some marketing positions, maybe then you may need all those features.
Okay, Bhaiya, thanks.
Okay. Darshit, I'm not an expert in typing speed, but we need not have a session on it. There are a few softwares which will help you increase your speed in typing. There are online and offline softwares also. You can just search out on Google and you will find a few websites which will help you in increasing your typing speed. It increases by practice, nothing more than that. It increases by practice, and there is a standard technique that you put your 4 fingers of left hand on ASDF and 4 fingers of your right hand on LKJH, and then both your thumbs on the space. This is a common technique used by speed typers or whatever they are called, typewriters maybe. By this, it's a basic mathematical logic that the distance of movement reduces if you have fingers in these positions. By reducing the movement of fingers, we'll also reduce the speed of typing. Yeah, thank you, Devraj. He has shared a link to typing lessons. Did Elon Musk himself make the PPT? We really don't know whether he made the PPT or not. But whenever these kind of people go for presentations, they at least make the final decisions. You can at least understand someone behind Elon Musk made this PPT. So, people like Elon Musk are not just individuals, they are brands. So when someone becomes a brand, all the things that happen behind him come in his name. Thakur Abhishek, I think that answers your question. More questions? Gaurav Kumawat, which PPT do you want? Elon Musk PPT? We will share it. Also, it's I think it's available on the public domain. We'll share it, no problem. More questions, or we can wrap it up. Kshitij, are there any questions yesterday that were unanswered?
I do not remember anything specifically. I guess most of them are covered.
Okay.
Okay, so this is it from your side, Bhaiya?
Yeah, this is it from my side. Let me check out. Yeah, this is from my side.
Okay, so it was really a great session. You told a lot of resources, a lot of valuable points. One more question is there by Nitish Kumar, that is, how much animation should be there ideally per slide?
Ideally, it again depends on the context where you are presenting the slide. If it's to a audience which will better be engaged through animations, then you can use a lot of animations. But again, for a formal setting, go for the formal animations, just like a fly in from left, fly out to right, and all this stuff. But if you are presenting to children or something like that, to some kids, maybe you are making a presentation at an orphanage, then you can use all kinds of animations. There is nothing like an ideal setting. You need to decide based on the audience. And one more thing, that your animation should not be distractive. Your animation should help you to manage focus. If you want to focus on something, suppose there is a big word, then which needs a lot of focus, or there is a big number that needs a focus, then you can drop it from, like, zoom out. This can be taken care, that animation should not be distractive. It must be like enhancing the focus of your audience.
Okay, so I guess this is it for the session. So it was really a wonderful session. You covered a lot of points, and I myself felt it helpful. And I also want to share one thing from my side. Firstly, on presentation, I mean, you will get to make two kinds of presentation. One is where you don't have to pitch it in front of audience. So in those presentations, you do not need animations because someone will be reading your content in his laptop. In the second one, where you have audience, so when you have audience, you need they have a very short attention span, and you want them to grab a word. So for that, you can use animations. This was the first thing. Second is related to this boot camp. That is, like yesterday you saw there were 180 people. Today there were 70, and tomorrow there will be less. lesser. So in YouTube, if you have ever followed a course or ever followed a playlist of maybe 10 to 12 videos, so you see that on the first video there are around like if I tell my experience, there are like 30,000 views, and when I reach to the end, then there are 3,000 views. So what I used to do before starting a skill, I used to make my target that I will be there in that 3,000 one, like in that viewer. So this way I used to complete that whole playlist. So the same thing will go on with you. Like a lot of you will leave the session. In between. So please try not to do that. I mean, you can take out 1 hour if possible, and you can do multiple work with this. Like you can also eat it, and if you are not doing it, then try to make notes. And this will definitely be helpful again, and try to make notes like small points which Neeraj Bhaiya told today. And the last thing, I mean, the session is almost done. The last thing is a quite information. We have one more session related to SCS Toastmasters. Toastmasters, and it is from 7. If you are a part of Toastmasters, either on Discord or WhatsApp group, then you have the link. Otherwise, you can ask it on the bootcamp's WhatsApp group. So, Neeraj Bhaiya, you want to say anything?
I have just a couple of things to wrap it up. One thing is someone asked me how to put quotes. So you can put it somewhere like this in between, generally in the beginning or in the end or wherever the context happens to come. And one more thing is that I'm just amused that no one asked about the initial poll that we took today. How was it made? And yesterday also we took a poll that what are you expecting from the session? So that's made on Slido. Slido is a website that can be integrated with presentations, Google Slides or MS Teams as well. And it has a basic plan in which you can make free polls. You just make a question and ask the audience to scan the QR code or go to the link, and they can put their answers. This will help you to make a better bonding with your audience or increase the interaction, basically. And the link to Slido is already shared in the PDF that we shared today. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, so we can stop the recording, and the recording will be shared on YouTube, and we will send you the link very soon.